I'm going to start out with today's temperature. It's like 101, 102, something like that, which is really not bad. It's actually kind of nice. Last week we had like a 116, 117, something like that. Had maybe 2 or 3 days at that temperature. I've seen it get that. It varies a little bit. Do we have the high pressure systems come in? We have low pressure systems come in. They kind of change things around. I've seen it get 122 degrees here. For you Celsius speakers, it's like 50 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's going to scare a few Europeans, I think. I think I've probably got 1 or 2 Europeans that watch my videos. And yeah, if you come to Arizona and you're not prepared for 50 degrees Celsius, yeah, that can lay you out real quick. And the heat, if you're not prepared for it, that heat is nothing to mess with. That heat does kill people, that really aren't prepared for it. So while you drink lots of water, try to avoid getting outside in the peak of the heat if you can. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I got to work. Tomorrow I got to do a job, up in Glendale. But it's got to be like 102, 103, something like that. Which that's no big deal for me. I can tolerate that. That's no big deal. I know where Nigella for me is up in Albuquerque, which it's a little bit cooler. Well, I don't know what your temperatures are there. I know it's a little bit cooler. But one thing, Las Vegas. I was in Las Vegas once, and Las Vegas gets about as hot as Phoenix gets. Las Vegas needs some heat. It's surprised it's further north, but anyway, I'm thinking Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada, not the Las Vegas, New Mexico, because there is a Las Vegas, New Mexico. I don't know much about their climate, but it's not as well known. Now, another thing I want to cover. Now, I got a notice from Google in my email through Yahoo. I've had 2 or 3 separate accounts on Yahoo. Now, this is one I haven't accessed for about 6 months. I just set up a completely new email address. When I bought this phone, I was having trouble setting it up. So I said, well hell, I just set up a new address. Now, sometime I need to get in there. It's got to be about 99% spam because that's all I was getting. On my email. I'm sure there's been 6 months worth of spam there. I'd periodically try to go and erase stuff just didn't blow up the account. But Google said I've been noticing someone had with a Cricket, some type of phone. I've got a Cricket phone, but it's not that model, so I'm not quite sure why someone would even be attempting to access my email, because there's not going to be any relevant information, and there's not going to be any bank account stuff or anything like that, because I don't do that by email. Only thing I do I pay Amazon. Some of the stuff it comes from my bank account, but that information shouldn't be on my Yahoo account. So I'm not quite sure why someone would be even interested in getting into my email. I got no idea. Of course, maybe I'm still not quite sure why somebody would be interested in my email. Now, the last thing I'm going to cover. Now, I'm trying to. Now, some distros of Linux do have AI video generators bundled in with them, and there is some Linux software that you can set up for video generating. Now, I don't know if my laptop processor is going to be powerful enough to do any video edit, do any AI video creation, because that's what you're not using. It's not going over the internet. You're doing that locally. You're not doing it off of the internet. You need the the GPU from the laptop itself, and I'm not sure if that's very powerful enough. But I just load it and you see what it does. Just curious what I can do with it. I need to find out what software doesn't require a very powerful GPU. Or if I want to do some video creating, I may need to set up a new motherboard and get a super powerful video card. Yeah, but I don't want to spend the money to do that. Not just to make AI videos. I just stick with the 5-second ones I get for free here on off of one of the video generators. Okay, bye-bye.